Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the 179th segment of Being Inspired with Buzopat Life-Changing Reality Journey. I remain Honorable Ambassador Buzopat Osiwe, and here is our platform where we embrace the truth that leads to our freedom. Yes. This is how we roll here. And before I proceed, please, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? Have you? If you have, kudos. If you've not, kindly subscribe whenever you come across this video so that you will join our community, because that's what we call ourselves here. We're one and one family, we're one community. We do these things, because we can never stop learning. It's from here to here. You grab one from here, grab one from the other place, and you make your life complete. So nobody is an embodiment of wisdom, like I always say. And we'll say it the way we see it, and we'll say it the way we understand it, so that you can also grab what you can and run a life. Okay? Yeah, today we will be talking on the topic Limitless God. Yes, Limitless God. There is no limit with God in every form, in every way. He is not limited by our sin. He's not limited by our thoughts. He's not limited by our ways. He's just not limited by the things that we do. And the essence of this topic today is to encourage you, to defy whatever it is that you think is your struggle, you think is your worry, you think is that thing, that mountain that you're carrying upon yourself. And for you to understand how unlimited God is, and it will help you know what to heap on him. He said, come all you that are heavy laden, I will give you peace. So when we're talking about limitlessness of God, it's about you carrying everything, that hill, that mountain, that darkness, that heavy laden, whatever it is that you think you're carrying, you actually have every right to dump it of him, because he is so capable. He is reliable, he's dependable, he's capable, he's able. He is just too much, He is able to do immeasurably things that you cannot imagine and more, You can't even wrap yourself, you can't wrap your mind, you can't wrap your hands, you can't wrap anything you think about around what God can do with grace. And that is exactly what we're here for. So there's no limit with God and how much God can bless a man or a woman if he chooses to. There's no limit. So, and it is not tied to, who you are and what you are. God is not interested in it. When God says to show his mighty work, his greatness in the life of any man or any woman, let me tell you, he doesn't set boundaries at all. He just doesn't set boundaries. And he will not reach to a point and say, hey, I think I'm tired. He doesn't get tired. And he will never get to a place where he will say, I think is enough for you. No, doesn't say that. God doesn't do things like that. That's why he's called more than enough God, because everything you can ever imagine is with him and in him. So you don't pray for him to be okay. You pray for him to do something for you, because he is God and forever will he remain God. So when I want to talk about the limitlessness of God in this early beginning, is for you to actually set up what you want to do. What is it? Plan your life without fear. That's exactly why I'm doing this. There is no one that God will want to bless that he will not bless. He won't use because of your community. He won't use because somebody doesn't like you. He won't use because okay, there's somebody who is not feeling like it, or if he blesses you, what will people say? He doesn't judge it like that. And he can bless you with anything. He can bless you with practically anything. So there is no one that God will not use to bless you. A lot of us actually will look around our life and, paint a picture for ourselves, We decide where we think the blessing will come from. We have people we're looking up to that you will think God is going to use them to bless us. We have some things we have written. Some companies will think we have gone to, ask for one or two, and we're hoping that when they come through for us, we're going to scatter. Things we're going to blow. A lot of things will happen. No, God doesn't work like that. He doesn't do those things because, okay, this is what you have in your mind. He can use who you least expect. He can bless you where you don't expect. He can open a door you don't even imagine can open. He can just use a broom. He can use a sniper. He can use an enemy. He can use anybody to bless you. And because you are not in the know of who and how, that is why I want you to borrow yourself some sense and borrow yourself peace and borrow yourself, time and relax, for crying out loud. No do past yourself. No do past yourself. And don't try to play God, and don't try to tell God how to do, and don't limit him, because you can't box him. You can't box him, and you cannot tell him how he wants to run his life, and what he wants to do in your life. But understanding this thing, what am I saying today? If you understand this, you will relax and concentrate on the little things that you're doing, because how he's going to make it work for you is it not in your hand at all. It's not in your, the change he's bringing in your life as you're looking at me is not in your hand. It's not tied to what you think you know how to do best. There is nothing he cannot use. There's no situation he cannot change. There's nobody he cannot catapult. There's nothing he cannot do for you. So once he makes up his mind to do all those things, oh no, then you know that you're, and who is that lucky person you don't know? It could be you, it could be me, it could be this person, it could be this. No, God doesn't look at anybody's face. He doesn't want to know who, but blessing, he blesses. So stop worrying and bothering yourself, and stop asking who he will use, like I said, and stop trying to do more than you can ever ask. Stop trying to do more. Stop trying to think that everything can go, because you're not the one that decides what happened. Have you forgotten that when God is for you, that the whole world is absolutely at your feet? Yes. One man that God is working for will conquer the whole world, and irrespective of what, and without bullet or without ammunition. That's how God works. Where's my hanky? Where did I even keep my hanky? Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's who my God is, and that's who I know. So God is so limitless that it doesn't matter who you are. Like I said, it doesn't matter what your situation is like. I want you to be confident as you embark on this journey this year. I want you to be so confident. I want you to be so proud. I want you to, be, as in, hit your hand on your chest and say, I know who I have. I know who I'm going into this battle with. I know who I'm working with. I know who I'm facing this challenge with. I know who is running my battles for, because I know that my case is different. I need you to have this kind of confidence, because absolutely your case is different. My case is different. And because we are different, the hands of King are in the hands of God. And he decides what to do. So tell me that person you think is impossible. That thing you think is impossible. That person you think that nobody can reach. God can reach that person for you under a minute. Relax. We worry too much, and that's the problem. I want you to relax yourself. Life is made up of series of moments that are brought together, and then you need to live your life like, without regret, like I said. And if you know who your God is, if you know how limitless it is, you will live without regret, because God is limitless. And you can only make an authentic choices. This is what he wants you to do. And expect things that you want to come true for you in every single thing you're doing, and relax and watch him. Because we're in a society where we fail to understand that everything is a privilege and not a right. Yes, it is earned by making choices that are connected with your words. A lot of us are so, we live differently, we say different things, we think different things. We are not coordinated in any form, in any way. But all this needs to align. There are like I am talking now. I want you to, honestly, most times I have so much in my head, I have so much in my heart, and then I'm looking for a way to bring it out so it cannot come out as being offensive, it cannot come out as being arrogant, it cannot come out as, it will come to you, because I expect you to change after listening to it. So I try to make it come to you in a way you can embrace it, you can put it to your heart, you can have a time to ponder with it, and you can go straight to like acting on it. That is what I want you to do. And when I say that, I need you to know that while you're working with a limitless God, there are some things that doesn't need to work in your life as well, like pride. You need to drop pride this year. It's an elusive enemy. It is. You may not understand it, but pride is an elusive enemy. You have to keep your attention away from negative thinking as well. Okay? Remember, when I talked about pride, something you do, negative thinking is a no-no for you this year, because you cannot have God and do another thing. You cannot trust God and want to take over the matter. Do you understand? Again, what else you need to do? You need to be humble. Humility redirects your view from yourself and to God. First, it redirects your views from yourself and then places them around your neighborhood to see what's going on, and then towards God. And when you do this, you're calm. You need to have self-discipline as well, because it's a sustainable force behind success. When you have self-discipline, forget it. Your success is just will be coming because you have what it takes, where they can fall on and what can sustain them. Do not let your emotions in any form, in any way, dictate your actions. You see this year, I want you to see God as a limitless God. I want you to see that there's nothing he cannot do. And I want you to know that there's no situation he cannot solve. And there's nobody he cannot call forth for you. And there's nothing he can empty. No mountain he can level. And no hill he can fill up. There's no water he cannot cover up for you. And there's nothing he cannot push you to do. Because he is available for you. When you watch him, when you walk with him, when you have him, now go to sleep. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, do not let your emotions actually dictate, because you have to stop reacting impulsively to things. Everybody's learning. When you see some situations like this, you need to take a moment to pause, then reflect, and then choose a kind of monitored, and measured response. It's maturity. You grow into it, or you learn from somebody else, and then align and adapt and redirect your life. Learn to watch your own mental processes and spend more time being present to unfolding moments of your life. Do not just take glue in the past. That doesn't work like that. God is not in your past. God is not just in your now. God is in your tomorrow. So is him, carry over. He is limitless. He doesn't stop. We are the ones stopping. You're the one not sure of what you want to do. But he is available, asking you to take a plug. Do something, Don't let your thoughts, your emotions, because they are like clouds that are floating, across. When you see clouds going in the sky, is either you sit and watch them, or you decide to worry yourself trying to count them. You can't count the sky. You can't count anything there. You can't count the stars in the sky. You can't start looking at the designs of the clouds here. That's what thought and worry does. How can you be looking at the designs and be checking? It will turn blue now. It will turn gray now. It will come. That's all. You just in one place wasting your time. But instead, you need to let them pass while you're relaxing. You just sit the money and let them pass. Because you can choose to do that. You can choose to watch them go by. Or you can only sit and wallow in self-pity. Because you can only keep yourself down if you want to. Every of your emotions, if you follow the lead, they will mess you up. But if you sit back and watch them pass, nothing will happen. You will be fine, because you already have the foundation that you have God. That is a limitless God that can do anything for you, that cannot be caged, that cannot be boxed, that cannot be plugged in, that cannot be dictated to, that cannot be manipulated. That's the God you have. So do not waste your words on someone who is not willing to learn or willing to listen. I say this thing always, because when it gets to the heat of the moment, you will see them go into offensive mood. You keep explaining and you keep apologizing unnecessarily. That's why you need to check your circle this time around and know exactly what you're doing with your time. Why did I come here today? Why did I sit here? Why did I only why am I talking to you? Because I want you to move this year with confidence. You see those things you want to do, it doesn't matter how small that thing you have in your hand is. I want you to confidently start with it. And keeping at the back of your mind that God is limitless. That he is ready and willing and can do anything for you. If he is ready to bless you, no man can stop him. No woman can stop him. No situations can stop him. Nothing can stop him. And that is just how it is. So that's my message for us today. I hope you learn something. And I hope you use something. And I hope he gingers you. I hope he encourages you. I hope he pushes you to become a better person. And to actually know that, yes, you don't need to look around your neighborhood to do. It is God that blesses. He freed a lot from prison. He heals a lot. He blesses a lot. And when your chapter opens, not a man, not a woman, no spirit, nothing can stop. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. I said in one of the talks I gave before, is that the family you're coming from, that you cannot use because of them and then destroy the one that is coming from you. Do you understand? So there are things you need to be in order to pass down to people who are coming unto you. And what am I saying? That's one of this positivity is it. And experience him that you will talk the way I'm talking. And somebody else will actually be gingered because you open your mouth. Okay, that's my message for us today. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Be Inspired with Buzopat. Follow me at Instagram, Be Inspired with ambassador.buzo. Follow me at TikTok, Be Inspired with Buzopat. And follow me at Facebook with Be Inspired with Buzopat and Moment of Truth with Buzopat. And DM me as usual. I will always talk the way we used to talk. Do not panic. Do not panic, my dears. Do not panic, my brothers. Do not panic, my sisters. Do not panic, anybody that come across this video. Relax and worry less, because heaven is watching you, and you have God that is a limitless God. He is so unlimited. He is that everything about him is so unlimited. He's limitless, and he can cover you up in any form and will not allow you to be put to shame. Okay, see you next week. Bye. Thank you.